Today we're going to set up Discord so that you can see where Pokemon are and raids are. You're going to want to open up Discord and get to a page similar to this, although it will be blank. But in the left hand corner you'll have a plus symbol. Hit that plus and then we're going to want to create a new server. Potentially you might want to join a friend's server, but in this instance we're going to create one for our own so we can invite people in. So you're going to want to give your server a name. I've already got a name here, so you can call it what you want as long as it's appropriate. We're going to forget about changing an icon for now and just hit create. It comes up with a message saying, you can invite your friends. We're not going to worry about that for now, but you could use this if you want. So first thing we're going to do is add a new text channel. We're going to call it sightings. We're also going to create another one and call it raids. So what we're going to want to do now is invite the robots. So if we go to pokefetch.com, I've got it up here. In the left hand side there's a pair of binoculars, which is the Discord symbol. Click this. You'll get an invite and you just hit accept. This will bring you back to Discord itself. In this new channel, you see this icon will be selected. You want to go to these channels one after the other. So if we go to HuntrBot first, we're going to scroll to the top. You can see there's a link here. This is just to invite the HuntrBot to your server. We're going to click this. You then get an invite saying, do you want to add to a server? You hit select server and then you'll have your option. I've got 3. This is the one that I'm setting up today. And hit authorize. And then I'm not a robot. Now it's authorized, you can close that window. I'm going to click on GymHuntrBot, scroll to the top, hit this link again. You get a different one for GymHuntrBot and hit our server again, authorize, and say you're not a robot. Again, you can close this tab. Now we can go back to our Discord channel. And now we're going to want to create some permissions. So if you go to edit channel, and in the permissions tab, hit this plus. Now this is the sightings channel where we're going to look out for Pokemon. That's what the HuntrBot does. So we're actually going to click on GymHuntrBot, the opposite, because we want to stop that from interfering in our chat. Now you're going to want to hit the red X next to read messages and send messages. That's going to stop it interacting on this channel. And hit escape. Now we go to raids and do the exact opposite. So edit channel, permissions. We're going to add the HuntrBot because we want to look for raids only. And we're going to hit the red X on both of these, stopping the HuntrBot, the sightings one, interfering with our raid channel. And hit save. Now if we go back to sightings channel, the only people that can interact with this are myself and the HuntrBot itself. So what we're going to want to do is set it up now. So you can do exclamation mark and set up. Now a space, and you're going to want to put some coordinates in. So if you go back to pokefetch, you're going to want to find the location of where you want to set up the center of where it's going to scan. So for my example, I want to choose this location. You just search to it. You can use this arrow to navigate to where it thinks your computer is. And in the bar here, you see this is some coordinates. So I'm going to take that, Control C, and go back to my sightings channel. I'm going to paste it here. It's going to tell you that was successful. Thankfully, only one thing has come up, the HuntrBot. The GymHuntrBot hasn't come up, which means we have successfully stopped it talking in this channel. You need to go back over the permissions if you get the GymHuntrBot talking now. So now it says we need to add a filter. So we're going to hit Shift filter, shift exclamation mark and filter. And we're going to type in some dex numbers. That's how this works. You can put up to 50 numbers and they correspond to the dex number. So for example, a quick one we could do is just 3, 6 and 9, that being Venusaur, Charizard and Blastoise, and we can hit enter. Now the scanner is going to look for Venusaur, Charizard and Blastoise. Now in my area they're obviously quite rare, so we're actually going to put something a bit more common in just to show the example. So I'm going to do filter. I'm just going to do a quick search and just work out what the number of Spinarak is. So Spinarak is 167. This is just an example of a Pokemon you can use. Obviously it's going to throw a lot of Spinaraks my way, and Spinarak's not exciting enough really to put on here, but it'll show the example. So 167 is the number. So I'm going to do filter. I can still do 3, 6 and 9, and I'll add 167. So it's going to say Venusaur, Charizard, Wartortle. Ooh, I'll put 8 in there, but it doesn't matter. And Spinarak. So that can take up to about a minute or so to populate, especially the first time you enter it in, so you probably won't get anything for 60 seconds or maybe even 5 minutes, especially the first time you set it up. So now we're going to go to the raids channel and we're going to want to do the same thing. So put setup and we can paste those coordinates in again, and that creates immediately a scan. This one you don't particularly need to use a filter on, the other one you do. It's telling me that in 11 seconds there's a level 3 raid about to hatch into a particular Pokemon. So in fact probably in the next 2 minutes we'll probably have it ping through again to say that level 3 is a Ninetales or whatever it is. So what we can do now is, so for example, if I go to GymHunter, which is the website that the GymHuntrBot uses, I can look down, and where was that? So that was Royal Air Force Martian. So that raid is this one here. So you can see my location was here. It has done a scan. It's clearly scanned all the way out to here and seen this one, and that is a Porygon with Charge Beam and Zap Cannon. In a minute or two that will post through and say, you know, there's a Porygon. It does have usually a minute or so delay. I mean, sometimes it actually can grab it before even GymHunter. But so in this example, you can see that we can see it on GymHunter. It's not quite come through to Discord yet. And for example, our poke fetch will be searching. You see there's a lot of Rattatas, Pidgeys. Perhaps I should have done Wormpull or something. What you can also do on here is set different radiuses. We'll go through this on another video, but for example 3 kilometers there. That will extend a little bit wider. Hopefully potentially pick up on some other things. Let's add a filter for, I can't remember what was the number of, I'm just thinking Weedle was 10, isn't it? So 10 and 14 maybe. Caterpie and Kakuna. Let's see, filter 10, 13 and 16. We go Caterpie, Weedle and Pidgey, and hopefully we should start and get some things coming through. As I say, the very first time it will take a little while to come through. So oh, there we go, there's loads of Pidgeys come through. So I'm going to add some more tutorials. In fact, there's loads of Pidgeys coming through. That's why I didn't want to do Pidgey in the first place. There you go, some Caterpies and Weedles. We can actually click on this Weedle, for example, and it will show us exactly where it is. And it will load any second and tell us that, yeah, we've got nearly 17 minutes and we can go get it if we wanted to. So, right, thank you very much. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Bye.